You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good game, Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for the real world San Diego. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest real world San Diego news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AfterBuzz TV for the real world San Diego.
Yo, San Diego. What up, AfterBuzzers? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in the AfterBuzz TV booth.
That's so
And
funny.
we're back in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go around the room.
Yeah.
We got our ladies back. We have
Ladies, run this.
Mother Nicolette
Hell
Gaona.
yeah. Hi.
Hi.
How y'all doing?
Miss Fancy Tracy.
That's me.
Across the table, we got the one, the only K. Wow, Keven Undergaro.
That's him.
Hello.
Well, Kev, a little peppier than that.
I don't. Well, I'm just. It's a little slow episode. This Real World.
Well, it's very
You got me
slow.
on Bad Girls Club. I've done my Subutex from my Jersey Shore, and this is kind of. I'm coming down a little bit.
I feel you.
A little too fast.
We got the one and only Roxy Striar.
Hello.
What up, girl? All right, so I mean, yeah, like snoozer episode.
It was funny. I got some laughs in.
But we were laughing at things. It wasn't that they were purposely being funny.
yeah,
we were making fun of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It finished,
For
and I
sure.
didn't know it was over.
Yeah,
I was ready to. I was like, Jess, what are you doing? Let's go to the next scene. And you're like, no, we're done.
Okay.
We're ready
All
to
I
go.
have to say is Dylan, ginger giver who spreads fairy dust.
That was actually an amazing quote by
Epic.
Frank tonight.
Right.
Epic.
But Jesse, I don't see him as a giver. I think he'd be a receiver.
No, he's
Just saying.
definitely a receiver.
A receiver. So that was the only thing. Which is
I
slight correction.
can't picture
But
him
receivers
doing anything
know
like
when to
he-
give
Dylan
in
re-
order to receive all the time.
Gotcha. Okay.
But before we jump into Dylan, let's talk, because that was what the episode was damn about. I mean, he was the star of the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got Dylan.
He really was, and that's just really weird.
It was
because-
really pissing Nicolette off.
Oh my god! Like I seriously could not take it any longer. He needed to go. He should have went the first 10 minutes of the show.
But
should have been gone.
Before we even get into that, because him being
Okay.
back was so confusing, let's talk about the real star of the show, Alex. She
gosh.
performed
Just
her
a general
first
star.
I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
amazing person. She had her first performance in front of people. It was amazing.
She did really, really well.
Her voice is just like chills. It's awesome.
And Jess, you guys, I know have had her in here before, so we've seen her on
Couple
camera,
times.
but off camera, like, what were you guys' thoughts?
She's so down to earth. Everything you see her on TV she's exactly like. She's actually cooler in person than on TV.
Definitely. She walked in and she turned to me and was like, I introduced myself. She was like, oh, "You're so cute! Oh my god!" And was so friendly
Well,
and
you
bubbly
are
and
though.
nice.
But you are really
Yeah,
cute.
but she was just a really sweet, awesome girl. And watching herself, she had this episode where she wanted to hold her boyfriend's hand, and she's looking at it. She's like, "I'm so needy. Oh, I need to change." It's like, are you really that good of a person? And through the couple times that we've met her,
Hold on,
she's
so
really that good of
needy
a person.
because she wanted
to
to
hold his hand. Exactly. She's like, "Oh, I need to stop being so needy." I'm like, "Damn, girl, you should see what I do to the boys that I'm with, because you are not needy. Trust me."
That is needed. That's all
Again,
you're-
Roxy, you chew them up and spit them out. Like, there's just no comparison.
If anyone is a giver, I would say it was Alex. That's a giver. I mean,
Oh yeah.
they had that competition today for work.
Oh,
I mean, so heartbreaking. Just wants to win the money to be able to send it overseas, and the
And
rest
then
of them are
everybody
like,
else is like-
let's scam the contest because that way we'll all have drinking money.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
heartbreaking though, because she kicks their asses.
Yeah, they thought they were slick. They were taking pics. They were They found a way to even cheat on top of all four of
Right.
them.
Then they had a cheat.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
it made no
So
sense.
they had like what 600 and something, and Go Alex for getting 364.
Yeah, she was working
Individual
really
ones.
hard.
Yeah.
That's
All right, can the
nuts.
old guy chime in?
Go ahead.
You know, we were talking in the commercial breaks, and I know, Jesse, you know more about her music career. I'm to say I'm mediocre at lots of things. I'm not good at other things. One of the things I know I'm amazing at is I'm a very good judge of talent, as my track record. You know, all the people I've worked with that I knew were going to make it have made it. I think that this kid is going to be very successful. Now, does that mean she's going to be Lady Gaga? I don't know. But on the folk level, like for that
Right.
genre of music, I think this kid's going to be very successful. The talent is there, but to hear that she was able to go out and succeed at this contest, if you like study as far back as Madonna, who passed her tapes out to everybody at every single club, she even has the work ethic. So I don't see anything stopping her from being very successful in the genre she's going to be in.
I mean, Alex is going around right now from Skid Row to Skid Row in all different cities playing music for people so that she can see how receptive they are and talk to them about it and see what basic human instinct likes about music. And just giving them something to be happy about and live for.
Right.
Not only is she completely dedicated and is making this her life, but she's using it for good, which is exactly the people who deserve to make it and are going to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but
Well, you have to have the work ethic. I mean, unfortunately, I wish it was just the doing good that'll get you there. And we know, unfortunately, sometimes evil triumphs, as with Fancy triumphs often because she's evil.
What are you talking about?
We'll talk about it later.
whoa.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm just playing with you.
Bold statement.
But no,
Far
but
from
that's
evil.
not. I don't. I like the idea that she is good and she deserves it. But a lot of times that'll end up getting trampled. But she does have the talent and she has the work ethic. So I feel like she's gonna be successful. Jesse, my questions to you were: is she with a label? Is she? Because you've obviously met with her now that she's been on TV. Has she been able to? Does she have management or good management? Like where's she at in terms of professionally speaking?
I believe she honestly. I don't think she has. She's not with a label.
I don't think
she's
so either.
independent. And I don't know how big she really wants. I think, to me, she is a.
I
won't
thought
even
like
say
a Joan
starving
Baez or
artist.
Tracy Chapman. Like that's kind of the genre.
To me,
Vocally,
she
yeah,
is music. That's what I will say about her. It's a strong statement to say, but it's somebody who, for her, music isn't about how many records can I sell. She needs to do this, whether it's in a coffee shop, whether it's on a stage in front of millions of people.
It's more of a hobby for her.
But by the way, well, no, any of the greats, the ones that don't make it over the long haul, Jess, don't feel that way. But the greats, and this, like Dustin Hoffman has this great story he tells. If you guys ever meet him out, I'm telling you, he's amazing to young people. He loves to share. He loves to teach. Do you guys know who Dustin Hoffman is?
Of course.
Yes.
Okay, anyway. So,
Was that a no? That was.
you really don't know him?
It
Fancy?
sounds familiar.
I love that! Yeah, baby! That's amazing. I love that
both
you
are
know.
just like,
I
so
love
If,
that.
no, if you saw him, you would know who he was.
Pow!
I mean, he
No, they
sounds
don't know
familiar.
him,
He
and I
sounds
love that.
familiar.
I
don't
love
know
that
him.
they don't know him.
I don't care.
I love these girls.
Dustin Hoffman.
He
By the
ain't
way-
Beyonce.
He sounds like a.
And these guys
actor.
have so much clout here
Go
that
ahead.
we've been planning this AfterBuzz Christmas party for like the last weekend. Guess what? These two out of the 200 people invited are like, can't do that date. Now we're rushing to change the date.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean,
Just for our girls because
We're
they're that amazing.
special, aren't
Very
we?
special,
Oh my
right? And they
gosh.
dance very well. So Dustin Hoffman is
You
an
girl.
Academy Award-winning actor. I'll give you his.
Oh, he was an actor. Remember, I said, is
Yes,
he an
see?
actor?
What
Still
ti-
don't know him.
I thought we were talking about. I thought he was a singer because we were talking about
music.
singing. So then I was like,
He says,
don't
but he
recall
says
that.
he says this, and he
I'm gonna
quotes
pull him up for you.
he quotes Picasso. You guys know Picasso?
Pablito.
Wait,
Something.
Okay.
Picasso.
Okay.
This is serious.
Can I tell you the point though? The point is, if Picasso didn't, he said, if I didn't have my paints, I would use chalk. If I didn't have chalk, I'd use crayons. If I didn't have crayons, I would
Use my blood.
I'd use blood and use my finger. And Dustin Hoffman's like, it doesn't. Yeah, I know you're gonna think I'm just fronting when I say this,
Right.
but I would totally be in a local theater. I would always act no matter what. That's what I am. And more people than you think. Some might be singers, some might just be performers, but there's just those people that they're gonna do it no matter what.
Right.
You know, so it's not just she's not unique in that regard. She's for the successful people. She's unique in terms of we regular schmoes, but the greats. That's exactly how they feel. No matter what, they're gonna do it. And then if Jesse, if she's not gonna be into the business end of it, if she's not into promoting herself and all that, well, then she's gonna need someone who is.
Well, and I'm sure that will come to her. This is all new to her, the business side of it. I think she's just coming into that, but I think she's more about life experiences and growing to build her music and to kind of see where it's going to bring her, this journey.
Oh
my
gosh, he's off of what's that movie? He went to Paris with that lady, or
one of his recent flops, Dustin Hoffman.
It was a good movie.
Right. Okay. There you go. See, we're all good. Anyway, Jess, I know we'll see her again.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to hear artistically more from her.
No, me too.
I really enjoy her work.
We liked her song that she did the first time we heard her sing in her living room. This one blew me out the water.
Yeah.
Exactly like Sam
You know what
said.
though?
It blew me out
it's
of
the same song.
blow dryer.
No joke. It was the same song towards the end. Like what we heard today was the beginning piece of what we were hearing in the living room, because then it flowed into that.
Ah.
Because I can hear
it was the same song.
Good job.
And yeah, I got an ear.
I mean, what's the point of going to school? What school did she go to?
Stanford.
Getting this beautiful degree to just not even use it and be a singer. Just be
well,
honest.
I don't think
that's what she's probably thinking. Like, well, I mean, I have a degree. I can actually make this work.
I think she's
Music can go in any second. It can be like one song, you're done. You wasted your time.
I don't agree, because I think she went to college. She went to college, I think, at age 15. She started Stanford, and because she wanted to learn. Whoa. And now she did learn. She learned a lot. And I think she double majored, minored.
Well, by the way, I mean, the lead singer of Coldplay, he went to college. I mean, a lot of them, the more successful ones, even some of the guys from the '60s that actually were educated, which I'm pretty sure Mick Jagger was, and some of the English artists, and that's why they all have their money.
No, education is great. My thing is,
well, that's why they own all their material. Like, it goes so far.
But does she want to take her music that far? I mean, it seems
no,
like
that's
we
the
want it more
question.
than she does.
Maybe,
that's
and you might
why
be right.
Like, she has a degree. She's probably going to do something with that, because that's what she.
And that's why Fancy's here.
Yes.
But music may just be a hobby for her.
Yeah,
She
so I
may
said
just,
earlier, it's just a hobby, and we all have hobbies, but we know what's the moneymaker, and she's very logical. She's like intellectual.
Yeah.
She's not really thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be a star now. Like, I don't think she's going to be like,
that's not her mentality.
Yeah,
She's
she
more
didn't
like,
grow up in Hollywood.
But I find that I hope that's not the case, because I'd like to see her music go bigger and be shared with more people.
When meeting Alex,
personally,
what I got from her, the vibe that I got was that she's one of those people who wants to do 500 things in her life. Mm-hmm. She doesn't. It's not like when I grow up, I want to be blank. She's like, I want to work with the homeless, because she used to be homeless, by the way. Talked about growing up. Growing up homeless. I want to work with the homeless. I want to make music. I want to go on the real world. I want to go to Stanford. I want to keep studying. I want to travel. I want to go see my family. I want
Yeah, she can do it all. But sometimes when you don't focus on something more than others, you will never do anything to the highest degree.
By the way, this is Fancy, who, by the way, is 6-foot supermodel who's going to England, right? What are you going to be doing?
Going to Nigeria.
And where else, though? You were going to two places.
New York and then Paris eventually, hopefully. Right. Paris, I don't have my ticket yet, but the other two, it's set.
I do think those are for
very focused.
One type.
And Miami.
Oh, and Miami. So I'm focused on what I want to do. It's like, I'm going to Miami just for her birthday, but I'm still focused.
If you have a dream though, like you do, to become a model and you are a model, and you are focused on it, then it's amazing. But I don't think that Alex wants to become a singer. I think she wants to do a million things, and in itself, that is a dream.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I want to do a million things too. Like, I'm in school, like I'm going for my, business. Well, I'm studying business and stuff, so I'm not just doing modeling. I see where you're coming from. But where's my passion? Would I jump for a second to do a modeling job? Yeah. Would she jump to do a singing job in 2 seconds? I don't know. She might think about it.
But the thing, I have a cousin who actually is very similar to this. There are just some people in life who just want to live life.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, she doesn't want a music career. She doesn't want to go. She wants to go to school to
just
have
a
the
free
experience.
Spirit. Yeah.
She wants
she
to.
Any ties.
Maybe she only wants to sing for 3 years, and then after 3 years, she wants to knit the most fabulous gloves,
It's weird
and that's what
because-
she wants to do for 4 years.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
wish I could do
I
that.
honestly, I have a cousin who
That is-
Maybe you will.
literally
Maybe.
gets degree after degree after degree. She's pushing 40 now, and she's still in college. Could
Good
be
for her.
anything in the world, but all she wants to do is just keep learning and going to school. And maybe when she's, Alex, when she's older, working at a little clothing store, but still doing different hobbies and traveling, that might just be.
It's funny because like you even ask her about her boyfriend who she seemingly loves a
Right.
lot, and she says, "Yeah, I love him, and I don't know if I'm gonna end up with him. I don't know if the person I end up with is gonna be somebody I'm in love with. They're gonna be a good match for me." And
She's just really laid back.
yeah,
I
she just like is
I
like
can't either.
wants life.
She's like my brother.
She
Like,
wants
oh,
life to come to her.
whatever happens, happens. I'm like, go, 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 do, do, do.
Yeah, so just different kind of people.
Yeah.
But here, all I'm saying, Jess, is that I hear something special in that music, and I hate waste of talent. In any, I hate
Yeah.
it in sports. I hate it
Snaps
in
to
the
that.
arts. I hate it in business. I hate waste of talent. I think people say like life's too short, and when they say that, they think it's life's too short, so let's just go drink, have fun, and do nothing. I take it the other way. Life's too short not to accomplish something. Not if God gave you this gift, or whoever, the universe gave you this gift, use it. I feel like she has something very different, very unique, and I'm excited to see it developed with professionals. And I'd love to see it go. And if it doesn't, I'll be disappointed because
Yeah.
she does
I
have.
definitely feel
I've
that.
heard this is 20 seasons of seeing quote artists on this show, and maybe 3% of them have had any kind of talent. The Miz, the girl in Social Network, Jacinda, who was in I don't know what movie with Travolta. I mean, there's not many. There's so many posers. I got a music career. Oh, I want to be a DJ. Oh, I want, and they never amount to anything because it was just a hobby or they didn't really have the talent. This girl really has the talent. So I don't know. It's on my last.
Maybe you
page.
need to tell her
Well,
that.
I'll be getting. Oh, trust me. You know me. I'll be getting in her face
Someone
Yeah.
who
when I see her.
might have the talent and might go all the way. I mean, we saw a little glimpse of it tonight. Apparently,
Sure
Priscilla
did.
wants to be a singer.
Oh,
Really?
Lord. Don't get me started on that.
She was writing a little song. Alex helped her.
Baby,
No.
one more time.
Come
She's gonna
on,
be like a Kesha
let's
singer,
let's
like,
at
let's
least
party.
let's at least give her props. Even though we didn't like the material of what she was singing
What
about,
was she singing about?
I
Her
gotta say
boyfriend.
though,
Don't
She
even say
was
she was a
not-
good singer.
wait a
Don't even
minute,
say
she was
a
not
good singer.
horrible.
By the way,
She
just, you guys,
surprised me.
She just seems like a nice kid. She just doesn't
like,
she doesn't give or take too much from the show. That's her
I
the
wonder
biggest
what
knock
the
on
deal
him.
was when
Heartbreak, Dylan, come into my bed, but no, wait, I don't know if I want you. Please get out of here.
I wonder what the deal was in
Ginger
casting.
gots to go.
I actually, you know
okay?
what? I'm
Oh my
actually
God.
Nessie. I like the fact that they're on the show because they're getting this kind of reaction out of you.
Seriously, it's
That's
like
good.
really irritating. It's like a chip on my shoulder.
But
like,
if we didn't have them this episode, I say this all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Then there'd be really no episode.
yeah, no, that's very true. So I guess he was worth something, but
Rox, what were you gonna say?
I completely am just thinking about Dylan now. Whatever I was gonna say doesn't matter. and
Well, can I
I
ask
just
you
think
guys,
he's a little ginger boy.
why was he on the show? Last
I think they
week-
needed him, Jess.
No. Last week we saw him.
Get kicked out.
They made love. After they
What?
made
Pew.
love.
Where did that even come from? Because
Wait,
it's not
go
like we've
ahead,
heard
go
her
ahead.
talk about him.
okay.
So
yeah.
go ahead,
Well,
Jess.
no.
But
Last
play
week
out,
was
play
the
out your
Dil-
thoughts. They made love.
Last before, let me rewind for Roxy.
Okay.
Last week we find out that Dylan's in town. He wants to see her. She hasn't seen him in a year.
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
madly in love. I mean, we thought Dylan was gonna come through the door looking buffed up, beef
yeah,
tan,
like
like
tan,
was
brown
gonna put
hair,
Zach in his place. All of a
fine
sudden,
as hell.
Where's my nerd drop, Jess?
ding dong. No, this doesn't even deserve that because last week was all of our
Hi,
mouths
I'm
literally
Dylan.
dropped open. But so here he is. We find out like he really has Priscilla wrapped around his finger.
Yeah.
They make love to each other, and she says, "You know what? You got to get out." And she kicks him out of bed, and he's gone.
Yeah, and that was the end of that.
But we
That-
don't know why she kicked him out.
No, because she said, "I can't do this anymore.
was
It's
just
over. It's
awkward
done. I've
and-
made my mind.
So they
I
didn't
can't be with
address
you."
it, is what you're saying. This episode, we jump back into them being
he's
together,
here.
and it just
Oh,
wasn't
he's right
addressed.
back
She
in.
just pops into it like, "Hi, I'm back." Like,
And she was
ew.
like, "Oh, Dylan's in town."
That
like
was probably
we know he
TV
was.
stuff. Probably producers, look, get back in there. We need something to film.
Oh.
I mean, listen. I think he fought his way back in because it's the real world and he wants to be on the show.
Right, but
If he fought, why didn't
wanted
they
to
show
be
the
on the
fight?
show, why was he?
Well, no, I don't mean.
Hold on.
No,
Fight
like
that
that. I
way.
mean, like, you know,
Pause.
if he was begging
Because
to
I
come
bet you it
back.
was so lame.
Hold on.
Wait,
No, I'm not kidding,
pause.
fans. I think it
Pause.
was so lame that it was like it's not really compelling.
Pause.
Pause.
Nicolette has
I
to
have
say
something
something.
to say. If he wanted to come back onto the real world, why are you doing some girl's laundry? Okay, why are you making her brownies? Okay, why are you looking like a vagina? Why are you being like that on
Because
TV?
he's
Like,
trying that hard. He's trying that hard to,
What?
to hang
No.
in. You don't believe
Please.
that? That's
No,
what he's doing.
I don't.
What do you think
What do you
he's
think?
doing?
What do you think his motivation is then?
You think he would do that if there was no cameras and it wasn't the real world? Hell no. Do your own laundry. That's what he would do.
Yeah, exactly. So you just need
He wants his 15 minutes. He got it.
whatever.
He got an episode.
He got
He
an
got an
episode.
episode
And
and a
by the
half.
way, does this not speak volumes for maybe how kind of lame this cast is? Like I was saying
Yeah.
to Jess on
So
commercial breaks, I
lame.
go,
Well, there's
Jess.
two other
I said,
people
Jess,
who-
I don't want it. Jess, please don't take this the wrong way. I need some homophobia.
Yeah.
I need some racism. I just come on,
Yeah.
somebody step up, give me a show.
Yeah.
Now they're all getting along. It's like this, you know. They're like now it's like there's an MVP thing going on with Frank and Zach and the other guy. I don't like this. I want some fighting.
I actually
Yeah.
think that the cast has a lot of potential because we've seen the fights, we've seen,
Yeah.
but now that everybody's working on problem solving and trying to be the best themselves, it's like finish the show and then do that.
Yeah.
Give me all
Well,
the
I
drama.
Yeah,
you can.
after we can have the come to Jesus at the reunion show. Right now,
Right.
we need some battles.
Yeah, and I guess they threw in a battle when they did the prank on poor Dylan, not poor Dylan.
That was a.
With the motorcycle, that was hysterical.
It was
Yeah.
a funny prank.
No, but the better prank this season was with the
The
alarm
alarm
clock.
clocks.
That was way better
It
prank.
was like our third time bringing up the alarm clock.
because it was an amazing.
How was it that amazing?
That was epic.
No,
That's
you're
amazing.
onto something, Nicolette. We're bringing it up because it's
Because nothing
that
else
lame.
to talk about. We
Yeah,
have to go back to the
it's
first
bad,
episode.
yeah.
Yeah, that was comparatively epic.
Which, by the way, we're listen. We're
But it was
watching
still
this every
amazing.
week because we're anticipating. We want something to happen. Like we are excited. Like it's like and then it's like, oh.
I just need to be on the show and tell
You
them
know,
everyone what's up.
But this is what I'm saying.
What?
I'm getting frustrated because as I'm looking at people emailing us in our iTunes reviews and everything, people are saying, I feel like you guys aren't fans of the show. You guys tear them apart. And I'm like, we're the biggest fans,
Total
and that's
fans.
why we tear them apart because we've seen the best. We want the best.
Right.
We believe that they have the capability of doing it. So when we're saying this, number one fan, I love the show. I come back every week and I watch it. But I can't say that this was a 10.
And if we're like bashing it, I mean, doesn't mean that like we didn't enjoy it. We think it's hilarious because it's stupid sometimes.
No, and there were some episodes that I
Does
did
that make
like. I mean,
sense?
I liked when Frank was out of control drinking.
Yeah,
and
we've learned a lot.
and some of the battles with him and the roommate. Like, I enjoyed seeing that. And like I said, I liked the big guy and his guns and his confusion. You know?
I like Frank and his every 5 seconds he kisses his boyfriend. That it's funny.
Yeah.
But is it that interesting? No.
And
Sorry,
I love how
people.
Sam looks like Justin Bieber.
Well, we
Oh my
needed it
gosh,
to go.
and I
We
love-
needed it to go somewhere else.
He
like,
needs to go. So we should have some bad girls go into their house. Just
and really make stuff happen.
Well, I was going to ask a question. What kind of character, if they were to add an 8th character to this, who would make the drama? Who could we bring onto the show that would kill
needs
it?
to
from
be-
where? Like another reality show or from another real
And
season?
even a type of person.
we need
Bad girl.
A bad
A girl that would be casted for the Bad Girls Club. She needs to
Natalie.
go in there, smack the
Yeah,
white girl
Natalie.
around,
Yeah, smack the guys
Oh,
around.
and
get Priscilla
and take
upset.
Zach away from
Yeah.
her. Get in the
Yep.
mix.
No, someone like that. I mean, that's TV. I mean, we want to watch stuff that's not real life. Right now, we're watching like our friends live in a house, getting to
weird.
know
Yeah,
each other.
they're just working shit out. That Roxy said it best. They like worked it out, and it's like, yeah, like come on. And like
Yeah,
Jess, you said
everybody's
Frank
so nice.
trying too hard.
Well, if you think about it, there's only 3 guys and
Well-
4 girls. I keep on forgetting Sam's a girl.
I'm just surprised at the casting because
Or like,
the blonde girl we just know is a follower, and she's just with
Yeah.
with
She's lame.
She's booed up.
and then San Diego girl is just kind of
Priscilla.
like
She's
nerdy and
boring,
shy and boring. Yeah,
lame.
so then it's all
Brilliant.
on like our singer, you know, who should be the good one of the house.
And the
But
She
we
is
need-
the good one.
So I'm
and the
saying, but she
sweetheart.
should fill
Okay,
that role,
well-
and then we should have 2 lunatics with her.
TV wise, Alex is lame too. Sorry.
Yeah.
TV wise, she'd only work with 2 lunatics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
You know-
lame.
You
they're
mean
all
as the
lame.
juxtaposition, like next to 2
Yeah.
ladies.
Sorry.
Definitely because
They're all
so
lame.
we've got this blonde chick who she's supposed to be the cheerleader type. So go and screw some dudes. Go and
Right.
try to steal a
Don't.
boyfriend.
But she's like
Do that.
waspy cheerleader type
Right.
with her
She
like
ain't on
her
American
husband.
Pie.
Like her little Connecticut
Yes,
cheerleader.
yes.
We're
With
missing
the
like
pearls.
the crazy blonde LA cheerleading. I'm the best.
Maybe she wasn't. Maybe she didn't make on the team.
we're
I mean, we
missing-
haven't
No, she
seen
was a cheerleader. They said.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen
You
no
know, if
pictures.
Priscilla was older
Well,
and
I'm
could
about-
drink, then it probably
That's
would be
what
a
I'm
good
about
time.
to say. So we've got the blonde girl who's not filling her position as the blonde girl. We've got Priscilla, who's supposed to be this like Mexican fun. I take margarita
But she's
and
lame.
whatever, but she can't drink on the show, and so she doesn't party.
Harry Potter fan club.
Harry Potter fan club into the ginger. She's a Ron Weasley fan clearly, and she's not.
This
filling
is
her
literally
spot.
just turned to a hate fest
It
right
really
now.
has.
I know.
So,
Stop it.
I'm
Just
rewinding this.
come on, do
No,
a
no,
drop.
Well,
I'm
because there's
rewinding
nothing
this.
to love.
There is stuff
No,
to
that's
love.
not
thinking-
true.
wait.
Get
Stop it.
outta Here.
Rewind. Stop. We're
I'm
going
thinking-
back to Dylan.
And I'm thinking bangs for Roxy.
Okay. We're
Jacob?
going back to Dylan right
I've
now.
been
I want to
thinking about
know.
Okay, we love Dylan.
We love Dylan. His stupid bike was taken. They went. They hit it. I love the neighbor.
No, I do. I think
The
that
neighbor is
bangs
my
because-
favorite roommate on the house.
Right.
I think they need to add the
The neighbor was
neighbor-
awesome.
They need to
He
add the
came up
neighbor.
I
big.
think he was drunk the
to
whole
the house.
time.
Yeah.
He literally told the kid,
My favorite line. Do you,
Do you
want a piece of
corn?
corn? You just got punked. What? Why do you just have corn laying around?
I
first
love
of
it.
all?
No, it's a great non sequitur.
or how about he said, "I sold your bike, so deal with it," and then slammed the window on his face.
Yeah, he was
really
awesome.
doesn't care,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
I
was
do it all the
awesome.
time. I'm a buyer and seller. I sold your bike, so deal with it.
Yeah, he
Came,
was
no, he did. He came up big in the moment. He-
But do you understand that I literally just filed a police report for a stolen vehicle right now?
What
And I'm
happened
gonna
to-
call them to come over here and.
What happened to this? Is a
I
hate
wait,
crime,
Jesse.
some
That,
corn?
okay, so I think bangs because we've been doing the
Oh
whole.
gosh.
No, because we've been doing the whole pullback for a while. We've done like the hair up and the ponytail. I want to see the bangs.
All right, so
Yeah,
Roxy's gonna be
check
back
it out.
next
You
week
think?
with bangs.
I want to see.
I
the
If
mean,
you
but
want to know
the-
anything
No,
else about Roxy, she's going
beautiful
to
pad team
Massachusetts
here.
this week.
But I want to. I think we should try the bangs while it's in. We're gonna cut out some pictures.
Okay.
Anyway, back to Dylan. Does Dylan
really? Back
think?
to Dylan again?
No, I mean I haven't
I
said
mean,
a word
Dylan
about
had
him
a
yet.
song written about
Does
him.
Dylan really think this bike is gonna get stolen when there's cameras everywhere?
I don't
I
think-
mean, I just think so logical like that. Like, okay.
Well, you think? Do you think? So
Because
what do
I
you
know
think that
TV.
he-
Like I've seen.
Okay, so Fancy, are you saying that he knew and just went along?
No,
or-
he didn't know.
or
He's
just
stupid.
clueless?
He's
Yeah.
that
He's dumb.
clueless that he wouldn't think like there. You first of all, you signed papers to be here. They're not gonna have your bike stolen while you're filming.
I'd come up like
Right.
3
And
inches
did you
on the
notice
back,
that
Roxy,
Alex
probably 2 inches
was
on the,
kind
on
of,
the length.
Talk to me
And
after,
that's-
Kev. Talk to me
So
after.
did you notice
That's
that
what I'm
Alex was when Alex came back, she was like, "Oh, that sucks."
Right.
Like,
well,
she
the first
acted
thing
like it
is,
was-
is
she
like,
was in on the
all
joke, too.
You know what? He could have at least thought, okay, well maybe it's somewhere else. He went straight to the cop. Okay, if I was him, I would have went up to the roommates and would have been like, "Where'd you guys put my bike?"
Really, Nicolette?
And-
You would know that quickly? No, you wouldn't. You'd be like,
No,
my bike.
I went up, okay, yeah, and I would have went up to the people and been like, okay, did y'all see my bike anywhere? Where'd y'all do with the bike? And then call the cops. Okay, he went straight to the cops like, okay,
Because
my
he's
car
a
is
wuss, like you
missing.
guys say. He's not gonna like confront people. He'd be like, "Sir, I need your help." So
All right.
Sir.
Wait, I have another question. We already kind of talked about it, but just as like a last thing, why did they all decide to pair up and leave Alex out? What was the deal with that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Why
that
wasn't
was really
Priscilla and
rude.
Sam
Well,
involved?
yeah, where were Priscilla and Sam during this, and
Priscilla was with Ginger.
why did 4 of them pair up against Alex? Like that was kind of rude. If I was Alex didn't care because she's a sweetheart, but I would have been like, "Are
And
you
she's
effing
just like,
kidding
that's
me?"
not fair. Oh, I wish I had a team. I'd have been like, okay, when y'all gonna be on my team?
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. Who's it gonna be? Because right now this ain't happening. Y'all ganging up on me, and this is not fair. I'm not about to do this by myself. So which one of y'all gonna be on my team? And then they're gonna laugh, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm not playing. I'm serious. That's really what's about to happen.
And that's
Instead
how
of
Nicolette sees it.
Well, I don't even know.
Instead of being like, oh my god, like
Nicolette's
I'm
weekly
gonna do
recap.
this.
Just did we cover the show? Is there
Well,
anything
no,
we're missing?
yeah, I want to talk about Nate and Michelle. Do we like them?
Oh,
Do you think they-
well, we know that they're still together.
the blonde girl that they work for.
They tweet at each
Oh,
other
I
all the
didn't
time,
even,
and we have
like-
insider information, and they're hooking up. So
I didn't even
whether
know
we
they were
like them or
together.
not, they're clearly flirting, and I just hope they have really cute red babies.
Oh, wait, I'm jumping over the place, but Alex
I know,
had
I get it.
another quote tonight that was just like, okay, girl, like, you make me want to, like, throw up. Like, you're so damn nice. I feel bad for going out to dinner, knowing that my poor family in Zimbabwe is starving. Like, girl.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay, girl, first of all, you're not the only person from another country. I'm from Nigeria, and there's people starving there too. But I eat my meal,
Hell
and I'm
yeah,
grateful as
fancy.
hell.
But you don't eat much because you're a model.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we see
I
it.
eat, honey. I just
Really?
work out. So,
I work out.
I work out. But yeah, I mean, that's just so dramatic. I mean, I know it sucks, but people are downtown LA starving too. It's not just Zimbabwe, so, you know.
All right, so I'm going to throw
Yeah.
some out there. It wasn't really a big topic tonight. I want to hear what you guys think.
And you have to hear for it.
Frank
Oh.
at the beginning of this episode was all up in Zach's bed.
Well, first off,
A little too comfortable after last week's episode.
Just wants to be part. Just wants to fit in, be part
Yeah,
of the team.
just wants to fit in.
But I
Jesse,
just
tell
love
us
the
your
fact-
theory on
I've-
this.
I love the fact that he's already turned psycho because he called Michael. He's like, Michael, I'm calling you right now, and I'm gonna be really pissed off because you're gonna only call me back, and you're gonna only leave a voicemail. So I'm really pissed off at you right now because it's been a day and we haven't talked on the phone. Bye.
Thanks for the recap. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's
I
what
said from the beginning.
Is that word for word?
Word for word.
Nice
Oh my
job,
God.
Nicolette. We love that.
So,
Excellent recap.
Stalker status.
Just needs a hug.
That's all I'm saying is stalker status.
Just needs a hug.
Clean your 10. Clean your 10.
Wait, but Jess, why were you you were talking about and something that we've thought the entire time that it was weird that Zach was letting Frank lay in his bed and
Well,
not saying anything because
I don't
Zach may or may not be.
Well, so my question for you guys is,
Yeah.
do you think Alex and Frank were in here pulling our tail, saying to us, like, yeah, we don't know who Ashley and Zach is, and then we find out, like,
Yeah, maybe.
in this season that really they all got along in the end. And
Maybe because it's not like we're friends with them. We could
Wait, back up. We don't know where they are. You meaning
Who
what do
they
you mean
are.
by
What
that?
he's saying is, Alex came in here,
Frank.
and Alex and Frank came in here, and we were like, screw Zach, screw Ashley, and they're like, yeah, we hate them, and we're like, did they end up hooking up? And they're like, we have no idea. They never came around the house. We never had a conversation with them. We know nothing about them. We never speak to them anymore. So he's wondering if they just said that to us because that's where were in the season, or if that's really what.
because
it ended
now
up
they're like, Frank's all up in
Yeah.
the bed, talking, but we do know that there is a fight actually coming up.
Right.
So we
And
don't know
also,
what happens, but
listen, some of these seasons in the past have actually gone by, and I've found out that there have been couples that hooked up the whole show that you didn't even know was a couple.
really.
So like you don't know, oh yeah.
Actually, yeah.
So they're together for 4 months, and so maybe in the 4 months, literally like 3 or 4 days, they kind of hung out, but maybe they were out and about doing their own thing. Like we hear about that all the time, Jesse, on these shows, where someone's just never around. They're always out scamming and up to no good, and you don't see that. They're not gonna
Right.
to show it because it's not relevant to the show.
I mean,
So I don't see. They both seem. I mean, at least she seems pretty genuine. So
who seems genuine?
Alex, I mean,
No, yeah, but
I
they
don't-
could have just been joking around with us, like to lead us on and to make us think. Because at the time,
Yeah, I wouldn't be pissed
you know what I
about
mean?
it.
I wouldn't be upset if that was what happened, because I understand you're under contract and you're
Yeah.
probably just saying whatever.
yeah, but why would? But how could you go to that extreme when we're going to see them kind of get along?
I don't think she meant
mean-
it as in like I don't know who they are. She's probably doesn't really know
No.
personally.
No,
She was
this
like,
girl was
No,
like,
but
I
she-
don't know anything about them, not anything about
They
their
didn't
family.
Yeah,
open
so
up.
I have a lot of acquaintances I hang out with on Friday nights. I don't know anything about
Roommates?
them.
You have roommates that you don't know anything
If they, I don't have roommates, but if they clean together, like maybe they don't hang out in the house, and she really doesn't know like who's her father, where did she grow up. She
I could
doesn't
totally
know.
see them, guys. We've already seen this like old lady couple lying in bed reading books when
Right.
everyone's out. Like I could totally see them.
I wouldn't know what
But
she
you
did. I can
haven't
hang.
seen Alex really have a heart-to-heart with Zach or
She's
Exactly.
roommates with them.
Yeah, but she
Yeah,
only
but
commu-
they've never had
She
conversation.
she only
Maybe she just
communicates
doesn't
with the
care.
guy.
Yeah.
She's only in love with Zach.
There's some roommates that you can be roommates
And
for a
then-
year and you don't
and
even know what job they do.
It's
Like you're a
all
nurse.
about. She's the corporate
Yeah.
wife. It's
We
all
not-
about her man.
We
She's-
are not in the
Sometimes
same room
you just
together.
don't wanna know the
I'm
business,
sleeping in
you
a
know
room
what
with
I'm
someone I don't know.
Hey.
You have a bullet picture.
But
of
that,
you
but Jesse,
shoot
that's
bullets.
so you. Like you
So
are
what?
so passionate. Like, and no, you take everything. Who you work with,
I would have
who
known
you
their
live
mother's
with.
maiden name. on
That's
the
you,
first day.
Jesse. But there's other people. It's all business.
We live in together.
You know, they're in. You know, I always envied some of those roommates. I'm like you. I'm completely incestuous. Like totally
Oh,
up in
yeah, I
everyone's
know, me
business. Like
too.
I envied those people who are like, oh, that's my roommate. whatever. I don't see him or her much. Like we just kind of cross.
Right.
I'm like,
I
wow,
make
I think that's
sure.
amazing.
Who are you kicking it with? What's your tea?
Right, well.
What's happening?
And what is your tea?
Yeah, let's see.
Y'all don't know what tea is.
No, we know.
It means everything.
It's everything.
Yeah,
It's everything.
It's everything.
So it's universally applicable.
There's too much.
So too much.
by
No, wait.
saying tea.
Okay, so it's just too much tea. Is just that
Like,
we just know
so
it's
much
too much of
drama.
something.
Yeah.
There's so
And
much
something not
drama,
good.
Yeah.
Something always going on. and
So it's
people are
not, but it's
talking
not
about
just drama.
everything.
So give me another
It's kinda like
example.
the word shit.
Like when
Like-
we got, like, for example, last week we went to a party thinking it was going to be an event and we got all dressed up like
Right.
real and was like, this is too much tea. Like this
Because
is
we were in a bus, not a party bus, a yellow bus. Okay, one of those yellow buses that you used to ride in school in.
And you guys were too much tea.
Everything else
was too much tea.
Way
We were,
too much tea.
Yeah, it was just like too much going
All right.
on. It was like everything. It's like
Now
wow.
wait, is this from your clique or is this like
I've never heard
has it
this term
seeped out?
before.
Is this seeped out?
It's from our clique, but it'll leave.
Yeah, but I want this
Wait
to
a
go.
minute,
Let's
it's a
get this
very-
out. I
no,
love
no,
this.
It's a very big gay term.
Oh yes.
You know,
All right, so
what's the
Jesse,
tea,
I
girl?
learned
chime
it
in. What
from-
is it? What's say,
I learned
Jesse?
it
No, it's
from
like what's the
my
know it?
goodness.
What's the?
So
Yeah,
what's the
like-
tea?
They say it a little differently.
Well, no,
Like what,
you
Jess,
can use another
please.
phrase. You can use another phrase like if you want to know what's up tonight, be like, "What's tea, girl? What's
What's
tea,
tea,
tonight,
girl?
You say what's
Okay,
tea?
excellent.
I don't think I can catch on to this because
No,
I
we
don't
just
really
have to go
get it.
slow. Shh, go, Rox, just come
Okay,
on. You have
the
you
way
have a
I
4.0 at
Okay, how'd you hear it?
UCLA. Just
I heard it was brought up. You
USC.
say what's tea? I've always heard what's the tea.
Yeah, what's
What's
tea?
the tea?
Yeah.
What is
Meaning,
the
Interesting.
tea?
meaning it's
Meaning-
like what's the gossip? Or
All right, would that work for you guys if I
Or
said
could I
what's
be
the
like,
tea?
Yeah.
No, and it
Yeah,
stems
yeah.
You-
And
from.
we'll
and you know
tell
how
you
to
the tea.
respond.
We'll tell you the tea.
And then tell us the
Could
tea.
I be
When
like,
you
I
speak-
like your tea?
I like your gossip, I guess.
No,
yeah.
that don't make sense.
No,
It's not
see.
a compliment. It's either knowing where you're going
Right.
or
gotta
shit
go.
It's like
happening.
Can I hang
even like
in?
let's
And we
say
don't want to know nothing.
What is too much tea though?
Okay,
then?
it doesn't always have to be too much. Let's say me and some girl are like talking shit about Nicolette, and Nicolette walks in, she's like, "What's tea? Like, what's going on?"
Yeah.
And then
That's
if
what
you're
it
like
is.
having
What's
a
the tea?
bad anxiety attack or something like that, oh my god, this is too much tea. Like
Too
I'm
much
really
tea.
having an
Tea,
anxiety
like,
attack.
Way
too
too
much
much
going
tea.
on.
Wait,
I
can
just
you
can't
use it
even
in a
handle
sentence
nothing.
about the show? Like the real world is blank tea. Something.
Okay. The real world.
Well, this episode,
Wait,
what's
the
tea?
this
real
season's
world
real is
going
not
on?
the tea.
Yeah,
Yes, it's not the
No,
tea.
what's the tea, right?
yeah. It's like
There's
like,
no
if I'm watching
tea.
it, I'm just watching it
So
for like 30 minutes. I'm like,
There's just no
Wait,
tea.
what's
it's both,
tea?
it's both too much tea and not tea. And what's the tea?
Okay, never mind. If you don't
Wait,
get it, don't use the
no,
girl.
no, please don't cast us away.
Okay, wait.
No,
Stop.
Roxy,
you
I waited so
understand.
long to be popular.
Let me
It's up for me.
translate it in white people.
Thank you. Whitey, pay attention. Thank you, Jesse.
No,
Thank
but,
you,
but
Jesse.
you guys
Thank
understand
you.
the urban culture, the gay culture.
No, we're
so
nerds.
Let me throw it over
Okay.
here. It's
Let me put my
basically
Here we go.
gossip. The way you would use the word gossip. The only thing is, it's more in a shadier way. And it stems from like when you sit down, you have your tea. You're drinking tea.
Drinking tea.
And you talk the drama in the neighborhood, the gossip.
Oh,
and all
Okay,
that.
gotcha.
So
I do that.
just think of it in that sense. What's the tea? What's the news? What's the gossip? What's going on?
What's
It's
tea?
very-
Or if like there's just something really just gross in the room and you're just like, what's tea?
It's basically like.
So
she
it's
uses
almost
it
the
for
inflection
everything,
too.
but-
Like I noticed that. What's tea?
What's tea?
That, like on her face too.
I've never seen it done like that.
No,
Jess,
she
can you make?
doesn't.
Can we?
Stop.
Can you
But
make?
stop it.
Can you make sure the camera's on her for that one more time, please? Can you do it again for everyone?
Okay, if something's like really gross in the room and you just don't want anything to do with it, all you have to do is, what's tea?
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I
she
can
always
do that.
does
No,
that.
And then
I can totally do
respond
that,
by
Jesse.
Saying, oh, the tea is.
No. You
All
don't
right,
say
so before we
anything
get
about
any
tea.
hate mail on iTunes,
Why? Because we're talking about tea.
we're gonna head to a commercial break.
After this, everyone's gonna want to use it. So
Yeah,
let's just be
I'm
real.
in. I'm in.
Yes,
We're in
what's
for the
tea?
tea.
And when we come back, I guess we'll try to predict what's gonna happen in 2 weeks from now.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? your husband or your best friend.
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz
I don't know
on.
what's going on. Like, what's tea?
They're still talking about tea.
No,
Still talking about
we're
tea.
talking about coffee now.
Oh, now it's about coffee.
What's coffee? What's coffee?
What's in your espresso?
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
TV predictions.
All right. So
What's tea for next
after
week?
this, I mean, this episode.
Yeah, what's
was
tea for
very-
next week, baby?
Give me
This
the
episode
tea.
was very. There's no episode next week.
Yeah.
Apparently, AfterBuzz is gonna be shut down next week because there's no new episodes of anything next week.
No.
What?
Oh yeah, 90210.
Except Gossip Girl.
Yeah, 90210. Holla.
Go see
So-
W. That's awesome. Work it.
T.
T.
Oh, because of like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving,
and stuff.
which doesn't make sense
'Cause
because Thanksgiving is
you're at
one day a
home,
week.
But you want to watch. I want to watch these scenes on Thanksgiving.
Hold on, what's T? Is Thanksgiving next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah,
Are you
totally.
coming over?
T for Thanksgiving.
Okay,
later.
we'll talk later.
Fancy making the bird this year?
I want her to try Nigerian food and come to my house. So
Ooh.
You don't have
Nice.
turkey.
I wanna
What do you
come.
have?
come.
Come.
Supermodel cook-off.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
So-
predictions.
All right, so for predictions, this episode was so draining to me. I mean, like, I was waiting and waiting and waiting.
Waiting.
And Roxy was waiting after it was over.
I was sitting on that couch, still waiting.
Everyone
10
was
minutes
sitting in their seats, getting ready to go on air, and Roxy was like, wait, it's over? I don't know what's going to happen.
That's
I have
not
no idea.
tea.
They didn't really leave us with the ending. They left us with Priscilla crying. They didn't give us a next time on The Real World.
Right.
They said, we'll be back new in 2 weeks.
And we don't care.
And you know, honestly, I just predict that.
I feel like
you
they gave up
know,
this season.
Dylan's out of
Yeah.
here.
How many
He's
more
just
episodes do we have left?
done.
Like a lot.
He ain't coming back.
Well, are they
You
gonna
guys,
be friends again?
I'll tell you guys something.
What?
What?
Inform us.
It's the weekend of the 3rd and the 4th, or maybe the 5th, December 5th.
So not next weekend, the weekend after.
Yes.
2 weekends from now.
I'll be attending the reunion show
Of what?
of this that they'll be taping.
Oh,
So you'll get us all the tea.
All the tea, baby! What's up?
And you can really tell us if these people are.
I'll be totally dialed into
Yes.
the tea.
Oh
In
my
fact,
gosh.
I'll call you guys when I'm there.
Okay, awesome.
Please do. I mean, we already know Frank and Alex. They're cool. They're real chill, laid back.
I just want to know what's T with Zach. That's the real T.
I don't want to
Yeah.
know. Except
No, I
I will
wanna know
say,
the tea
I
with
can't believe
Zach.
I didn't say this the entire episode. Zach didn't bother me today.
No.
I
No,
didn't
he
have a
didn't,
problem with
yeah.
him.
I want him to
I-
ball.
I
We
gotta
need
say
him.
that-
Step
yeah,
up.
but I've been hating on him so much. I had no problem with Zach today.
What
Zach
about
was funny.
What about Sam and Zach? Like, she was like, "Are you gonna tuck me in? You have to wait for me to eat my sandwich." And
I think she's pushing his buttons, and it's kind of funny, and he's taking it because he doesn't want to be a douchebag this
Yeah.
episode.
He
needs to
we
be.
were talking about this last week. Whatever,
Yeah.
like his dad even said to him. I think he's very aware of the cameras, and he's thinking his future. He's thinking of all these different things. So
So why was he such an asshole for so long?
I mean, because he can't help it. You can't help what you are. But if you do have a coach grabbing and go, shh, hey, listen, smarten up. You have a future. You have things that this goes
Yeah.
on your permanent record, etc.
Yeah.
Guys, what are you laughing
All right,
at?
girls, do you-
no,
what do you-
they're
It's true.
like,
It's
no,
true.
No. Something's what's all up with your teeth.
It's a lot of Twitter tea
There's a
for
lot of
real,
tea.
the real
People
world
talking
right
too
now.
No,
much
it's not.
tea.
Too
No,
much tea.
so
it's
so what
it's
happened?
gossip
What's going
tea.
on
No,
on
it's
Twitter?
celeb gossip
Okay, no,
tea.
I know this is what's happening. Okay,
Go ahead, girl.
so I
So
just hate
Frank
when
is
people
basically
say,
like-
no, I hate when people say sus. Like that's sus. Okay,
Anyway,
that's another
yeah,
word that we have to
but
teach y'all later.
That's next show. That's
Yeah,
good.
next
Next
show.
show,
We'll
you'll
learn
learn
about
about
The words
Yes.
of Nicolette
Wait,
and
so
Tracy.
I want to know, and everyone out there wants to know what's going on Twitter between the real world.
She's lying.
A
It's
lot
not
right
that.
now.
No, she's got a
but
lot of
Jess,
tea.
I told
No,
you.
because you have so much tea going on.
There's so
when
much
I
tea in my
answered
life right
when I
now.
answered the door to the studio and you came in, you were dropping some
She was
big
so
names.
irritated.
I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to say those names. Like, I don't care if this person knows this one or that one or what he's producing.
There's just too much
Look,
tea.
yeah, we
There
can't
was
spill that tea.
It was
I can't
so
spill my
much,
tea.
and
No
that's what's
tea.
going on. That's the tea.
Wait, but
dried tea.
back
Tea
to the show for a
leaves.
second.
Yeah,
Excuse
right.
me, but I was saying
told
before
you.
we go up on Twitter, Frank tweeted something about like, oh, if you learn anything from predictions for next week, you'll see that Nate and I live the same life. Paranormal cheerleaders. What does that mean? And we didn't see any predictions. What?
There are no predictions. There's no episode next week, and maybe
I'm predicting a light episode next week. Then, if they don't have predictions.
No way.
Yeah, it must be just if they didn't put anything up.
They're gonna skip a week.
No, they're gonna come hard, and if they have to like really fake a lot of things, they can't come back after 2 weeks. Like, so Dylan,
so nothing's still going.
You can't say can't, you guys. It's
If
Real
Dylan
World. It's a
comes
brand.
back-
It's been around a long time.
People will still watch it.
They can
anyway.
slide. Yeah, they can slide.
for sure.
I mean, look at what
Yeah,
we've
we're
had
still
some
gonna
sleeper
watch
seasons.
Other shows go hard because they're trying to get to the real world level. Like
Right.
we have to every episode
What's
go
the
hard.
show count on the show? Like, what's the viewing count? How many people watch?
4 of us.
Yeah.
No. Jess,
5.
come
Millions,
on,
because
Jess,
this is
get
the
that
real
music
world.
in.
That's
Insert-
Millions. And I'm sure it's all over
Okay.
the country and everywhere.
Yeah, everybody's watching it.
Jess, bring me the tea, baby.
Here's the tea, guys. All right, we want to thank you guys for joining us,
Thanks,
listening.
guys.
Bye.
Wait, no. Girls, what are your Twitter accounts? What are you promoting?
Nicolette, Gaona.
Fans with Tracy.
Roxy Striar.
At Undergaro.
At DJ Jesse J.
Yeah.
So just hit us up.
What's up with
Entertain us next week because
And Duo, if you're listening, call us back. We miss you.
Duo, you're really fronting right
The
now.
hell, Duo? That was a shout out.
Shout out to Leroy.
Oh,
Leroy.
Leroy.
We
Miss you, Leroy.
Our homie Nehemiah. We're gonna have to get him on the show while
yeah, again.
Leroy's
He's
gone.
great.
But all right, guys. Until next, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Let's shout out to that. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Stay tuned.
Peace.
Producers Keven Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janedy, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Bye. Later.
Tea, baby.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz